Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Bitcoin and market update. But listen, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis of the market. Let's dive into Bitcoin, guys. Going to start out today on the one-day chart. I think it kind of really showcases what we've been dealing with over the past couple days, and especially here over the last 24 hours, where you just had this absolute capitulation happen across the board yesterday, really, guys. And we have fallen down and fallen out of any semblance of this supply and demand zone that we've essentially been utilizing since back here in December, where we found it as support, resistance up here, and our support in our demand zone that obviously did not get bought up this time here. And now, guys, all we've essentially done here is fallen out of our support level. Really, this was our last level of support, the bottom here, the demand zone. Now, fallen out of that level, found support off our summer 2021 lows, where I have this line or this level marked for all, where this candle right here essentially closed and this one open, and that was kind of that main rocket right there that started that move right there. But that's really our last semblance of support right here. Yeah, these wicks will provide support as well. This wick's down to 28,824. But essentially, this is kind of that main level. And you can see we actually wicked down exactly to this level, guys. And now all we've essentially done here, okay, is all we've done is broken down from support, found our next support level, and are now back testing this level right here as resistance, okay? Do y'all see that? So as long as this proves true, guys, okay, and that level holds as resistance, all we'd be doing in the market is going down, losing support, finding our next support level, back testing previous support as resistance, and that's where you would see further continuation down. Now, that would obviously mean this has to hold as resistance, and this would fail as support, guys. So we could always come back down here, hold this level of support, and still move up higher. But market structure would say that we find our next support level, back test previous support that is now flipped as resistance, we would continue down further, guys. So that's what we're looking at on the daily chart right there. As far as right now, guys, all we've done is broken down from support, and our back testing now is resistance, obviously with a little bit of relief rally right here, guys. Now currently sitting about 31.7. Okay, but it is nice. I do just want to say that it is nice that I'm able to sit here in confidence and say that I've done what I can do to warn everybody about this potential capitulation event. Let y'all know back here that this could be a local top. And essentially since then, I've been warning of a potential capitulation event. And now it's kind of happening here, guys. So it's nice that I can sit here and say that I was actually doing my best to warn all of y'all about that, and not someone that was blowing smoke that we were going straight to 100K right away. So it feels good that I can sit here in confidence and say that. I had some people, calling me names on Twitter and stuff yesterday. That's fine, whatever. But I know in confidence that I did my best that I could for y'all. So here we are, guys. That's what we're currently looking at. Let's move over to this weekly view. And just a reminder of what we're looking at here, guys. I posted this. I've been posting this for y'all. But we'll start out on the 1 week chart, where I let y'all know this is essentially where I think that we're somewhat at, kind of right here. And in comparison to 2018, guys, where we still have a little bit of room to kind of round out this bottom and continue up here, guys. I essentially think we're pretty much right here. You can see that where we've broken now down below that 100 EMA right here. We're now broken below that 100 EMA and are now having that next leg down right here. You can see where we could potentially have that next leg down. And like I've been letting y'all know, that every time we have ever closed a weekly candle below this green 100 EMA, we have always, every single time at a minimum, came and tested the 200 EMA kind of in this blue or purple line. And that's currently sitting at approximately 27,000 or so. And it's always been at minimum. We've actually always gone lower than that, but that's a pretty good reference point right there. So if we're, in a similar spot right here, guys, right, then we would just have a, a similar kind of bottoming out thing right here before we kind of swoop up right here. So if that were to prove true as a similar situation to 2018, as we are still doing so right now, let's go out to that 2 week chart. I want to showcase this again for you guys, where we are currently sitting and how just similar this looks to 2018. I mean, the similarities just keep on growing. I mean, look at the market cipher compared to 2018, where we, had a peak and we just kind of slow bled out here, finding support off the 50 EMA. Had a peak here, slow bled out, finding support off the 50 EMA. We failed multiple times to get back above and hold the 20 EMA in yellow. We failed multiple times to get back above and hold the 20 EMA here in yellow. And now we are falling down below that 50, on our way to, a little bit more further downside. And if you look at the blue waves here, I mean, look how, they're almost identical right here, guys. So, if we base this solely off this, we have a little bit further to go down here before we find that bottom, right? Like we would do something like that, and then we would swoop back up. So again, guys, what I'm kind of thinking is that our bottom, I'm personally thinking that floor price for a bottom is probably around, in my opinion, around 23K or so, in the 23K range. That's kind of what I've been saying over the past, month or two. So that's what I'm going to stick with until I'm shown otherwise. I think that's kind of the floor price right there. And I think that at minimum, guys, we do have to come and test that 1 week 200 EMA. At a minimum, guys, we have to come down and test that 1 week 200 EMA. And again, that's sitting at approximately 27,000 or so, guys. So we've done it every single time. This would be the only time that we wouldn't do it if we were to absolutely just reverse from here and not go and test that 200 EMA. This would be the first time we've ever done that without if we've ever closed below that 100 without coming to test the 200, guys. So let's get into the lower time frames and see what we have going on here, guys. And there's really not much to update, guys. The macro views is what shows what's going on. Yeah, we've absolutely just worked our way through these levels, and like I let y'all know, people were just super eager to keep on trying to long these dang relief bounces, and now people finally got one right here. Everyone kept trying to long and just kept adding to the liquidation cascade, the stop loss cascade, and you finally got one right here where you got, let me pull up the path tool, where you finally got a low, you broke above, so you kind of got like a mini ABC here where you made a lower low, you got back above your previous low, which is essentially your A wave low right here. Okay, now that one finally worked out of what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. The 8th one finally worked. So you got stopped out, almost 10 times, and you finally got one right here. If you've been trying to long this whole way down here, you finally caught one at the bottom. But again, guys, all we've done, again, remember, guys, on that daily view, is all we've done is breaking down from support. Now found our next support level, back testing as resistance. These lower time frames I'm not too concerned with right now. I'm not really interested in trying to jump into trades here and try and trade this. I'm personally willing to stay a little bit more patient to see if this is going to play out like I've been telling y'all, where we're going to come down and at least test that 200 EMA. Now, what I've also told y'all and what I've also been showing y'all is our macro ABC correction, okay, where we are in our macro A, B, and C wave correction. Okay, so technically, for this correction to be complete, all that has to happen is this C wave comes lower than our A wave low. Okay, we get back above our A wave low, and I'll mark that for y'all real quick. We get back above that A wave low. Okay, so we're looking for price action to come back up, hold that level as key support, right? And that's where we could see ourselves good for continuation. We don't want to see just a spike or a wick up, right? Like, so if we get this wick and it just comes up and touches that line and comes back down, that's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is like this, where price comes up, we get, push up here, price action comes up here, even breaks high above this and comes back down and holds that level as support, okay? We don't just want to see a quick wick. We want to see price action come up, hold the level of support, and that's where we could see continuation. That's what would make me short-term bullish, okay? But otherwise, we're just facing resistance right now, guys. So that's what we're looking at. That's kind of our overview right now, guys. This is what would make me short-term bullish. Otherwise, I am very okay with waiting patiently for this to potentially play out even further, where I would really be looking to deploy some capital into the market, guys, okay? So that's what we're looking at. If you enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful, throw a like down, throw a comment. Thanks for watching today, guys.